the algorithm, social media, and what our people are being exposed to online is creating the next generation of child sex offenders.
Online, a network of social media accounts are reposting videos from underage girls in a legal grey area that experts say could be dangerous.
There's a lot of pretty much skin showing on girls, which if you're comfortable showing that, that's obviously okay. But the people that are sharing this, I think, are sharing it for the wrong reasons, 100%. This has a lot of views and interactions. So a lot of people are wanting to see this content because it'll repost on the algorithm. For an account like this, it's got a decent amount of likes on some of them, and some of them are going quite viral, and these people aren't being tagged either, so they might not even know that their content's been reposted.
18-year-old Holly posts clothing hauls, dancing, and gym videos to TikTok. But one day, she received a notification. Her video had been reposted by an account she didn't recognize alongside dozens of other young girls.
I'm doing my makeup. Something so simple, which thousands of girls are posting every day. And it's these people being like, I would do anything for you.
These accounts, often tagged with words like bop, a derogatory term for sexually active women, repost hundreds of videos from different young girls. Some attract hundreds of thousands of followers and millions of likes. Holly says she saw a raft of derogatory and sexualized comments after her video was reposted.
I've gotten comments and it's actually making me wonder if those people are coming from those type of accounts or not. That's what I'm thinking. I have this one person that actually came from a TikTok live, and they pretty much comment on every TikTok that I post, saying like mine and stuff like that with weird emojis. My mum, when she found out that my content, like my personal content had been reposted, she was just like, that's gross. I can't believe that's happened. And that's kind of all she could really focus on, because obviously you don't want your child going through that.
Former child abuse detective Christy McVie told me these kinds of accounts are constantly popping up everywhere.
They're all over the internet, both on platforms like TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. Unfortunately, girls, especially young girls, are a target for this type of content.
At the same time, reports of online child sexual exploitation in Australia have increased by 41% in the last year, according to the AFP.
We're normalising the sexualisation of young people. Having this content en masse and being able to access it wherever they go and whenever they want is actually breaking down those internal inhibitions that stop them from harming kids.
And many of these accounts link to external platforms like Telegram or Signal, which are both messaging apps with end-to-end encryption options, a privacy feature which means only the sender and receiver can read messages. And while the account Holly's video was reposted to didn't have a Signal account linked, it was filled with sexualized comments.
There is an acceptable or semi-legal gateway in the form of these accounts, but then with links to encrypted social media apps like Telegram or Signal, that is almost certainly a gateway to more extreme and potentially illegal subcultures. The algorithm basically detected that there is a group of pedophiles who are interested in certain sort of content, and then the algorithm was automatically feeding them that content of children dancing or wearing swimwear. But we then have users who are then actively farming those accounts, actively building up an audience.
Christy also says there may be larger criminal enterprises behind these accounts who may be profiting.
Having links to Signal and Telegram show me that there's a bigger ecosystem underneath this, that there might be leading them down the pathway to child exploitation, to child abuse material. I would say that this is just another way for organised crime gangs and exploitation and child traffickers to be able to exploit everyday people who are interested in this material. The current environment is conditioning and grooming children into abuse.
The E-Safety Commissioner told The Feed in a statement that even if these accounts aren't directly involved in illegal activity, the content can contribute to environments where young people are targeted by predators. TikTok told me in a statement that the accounts I investigated for this video have since been banned. They said the platform has strict rules against the exploitation of young people, and serious cases are reported to authorities. But told to believe social media companies don't go far enough to protect children.
They are not actively going out looking for these sorts of accounts and closing them down under their terms of service, which they would be well within their powers to do. They are very reactive and they are responding to public concern rather than the very, very real child protection risk that these accounts pose.
TikTok told the feed they banned over 900,000 accounts over child abuse violations from July to December last year.
They get around actually being illegal because these are normal everyday videos and photos of children who put them up or their parents put them up online. One child sex offender said to me, it's not illegal to be a creep, because as a police officer and a detective, I couldn't charge them whether they were a registered sex offender or not.
It's definitely important that people know about it, especially the younger generation. When it happens to yourself, it's really scary.